Everyone loves feeling safe and sheltered in their own home. But for many of the people who are listed on a sexual offense registry and their families, that secure feeling is a distant memory. We are bombarded regularly with news media pieces about registrants and their family members being targeted with violence, vandalism, and harassment, and yet the authorities often seem unable or unwilling to do anything about this troubling problem. With the growing popularity of online mapping services like Google Maps, Apple Maps, and Bing Maps, it is a relatively simple matter for a potential vigilante or vandal to take your address from the state registry and perform a virtual reconnaissance of your home at no risk to themselves prior to committing their crime. Reconnoitering your home on Google Maps Street View can tell a potential vigilante whether your property is fenced, whether you have security cameras, and even whether there are dogs on the premises. Blurring your home on Google Maps and other mapping services obviously can't eliminate all risk of your home becoming a target, but it can significantly reduce the probability that a vandal or vigilante will choose your home. And even if they do decide to target you, it will make carrying out their plan much more difficult. We've been talking about making it riskier for a potential vandal or vigilante to target your home, but blurring your home also can come with some risks and complications for you as well. If you are thinking about doing this, here are 3 things you should definitely consider before making your decision. First, it can take up to 60 days for the requested change to take effect. Second, and this is very important, blurring your home can never be undone. Not even if the house gets old and the new homeowners want a picture of their own home shown in Google Maps. You should also keep in mind that Google Street View is an important tool used by property owners and real estate agents to list and sell houses. Blurring a home that you are just renting could result in the property owner getting upset with you, since it could affect his ability to rent or sell the property in the future. Similarly, if you live in an apartment complex, the other residents who live there may not appreciate your efforts to have the entire building blurred, and Google would likely not approve your request. Third and finally, there is a phenomenon you should be aware of called the Streisand effect, which is what happens when your efforts to hide something only call more attention to it. Blurring your home because you are on the registry could possibly cause you to come up on the radar of nearby neighbors who weren't previously aware of your registrant status. Only you can be the judge of whether that could turn out to be a potential problem for you. So, if after considering all of the pros and cons, you still want to blur your home on Google Maps, here's how to do it. First, go to Google Maps and type in your address. On the left side of your screen, click on the Street View photo. Second, click and drag on the large Street View image until the red square is centered on and points at your house. Click the 3 buttons in the upper left corner of your screen. Next, select Report a Problem. On the form that pops up, go to Request Blurring and select My Home. Make sure you are supplying a working email address and finally click the Submit button. That's it, you're done. Our focus up to this point has been Google Maps, but Bing Maps and Apple Maps use a very similar process. To blur your home in Bing Maps, navigate to your address and then click on Report a Privacy Concern with this image in the lower left corner of your screen. For Apple Maps, you'll have to send an email to the email address below and tell them you want them to blur the image of your home. Apple usually takes action on your request within a week. Since these 3 mapping services, Google, Bing, and Apple, account for about 85% of all online mapping, we won't cover any of the other mapping services in this video, especially since most of them don't have a Street View equivalent anyway. If you have questions about the process or the wisdom of blurring your home, check out the video description and the comments for possible answers. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please hit the like button and subscribe.